Groundbreaking discovery. A man solves Tesla's secret to amplify power by nearly 5,000%. Tesla's secrets are being uncovered. Jim Murray has been electrifying the world for over 50 years. His lifetime of experience has produced dozens of patents, inventions, and now a truly remarkable discovery that can fundamentally change the way that human beings use energy forever. When he was just 5 years old, Jim tells the Free Thought Project that he had already developed an affinity for motors and electricity. This curiosity was piqued by his father's model train sets, which Jim spent hours tinkering with. His natural gift and childhood passion fostered the creation of his first electromagnet when he was only 6 years old. Over the next several years, Jim allowed his intellectual curiosity to carry him into multiple fields. He studied and built rockets and radios when he was in grade school, and by the time he entered high school, he developed an interest in nuclear physics. This led Jim to the construction of a linear electron accelerator, which was entered in New England Science Talent Search in 1964. This entry won young Murray first place in school, city and state science competitions, and additionally his project was displayed in the Boston Museum of Science. It was not long after graduation that Jim began seriously examining the work of Nikola Tesla. He was fascinated by Tesla's incredible claims concerning power generation and transmission, and he vowed to rediscover the great scientist's undisclosed secrets. Jim's efforts eventually led him to individuals like Otis Carr, who claimed to have known Tesla personally. They also gave him a greater understanding of several lost Tesla secrets. During his professional life, Jim has conducted research and experimentation on the variety of different technological applications, all of which eventually contributed to the development of his SERPS, Switched Energy Resonance Power Supply device. This highly specialized electric circuit has the ability to magnify the effective power applied to it by nearly 50 times. When Jim coupled this device with his friend Paul Babcock's patented ultra-fast 5-nanosecond switching technology, they achieved a 4,790% increase in electric power compared to the input. This type of performance, if commercialized, would cause the largest electricity utility companies to shake in their boots. Jim explains, electric power is supplied by a special transformer to energize a resistive load. The undissipated magnetic potential is then captured and stored temporarily before being sent back to the source through the very same electrical load. This oscillating power has completely different properties than conventional electric power and actually reduces the total power required from the source. The consequence of this energy dynamic is that the resistive load can be powered more than twice as effectively, while the net power supplied by the line is reduced to a very small value. The implications of this technology for power conservation in the future are absolutely astonishing. And in the video, Jim gave an exclusive look at his groundbreaking new technology. After watching the amazing innovation in action, it's hard to believe that Mr. Tesla reached this same technological plateau nearly 100 years ago, and still there has been minuscule advancement until very recently in the industry of energy generation. One need only examine the contents of Tesla's patents to understand why the famous scientist was being watched by FBI. It's no secret that after Tesla's death in 1943, government agencies seized much of his private research. Jim's research has also been scrutinized by FBI. He tells the Free Thought Project that he too had a run-in with the FBI because of one of the projects he was working on. He said, back in 1966, not long after my father died, I returned from work one day to find a strange message waiting for me, and when Jim attempted to ascertain the source of the message, he was given a note that said, take the Hudson Manhattan subway to Newark, New Jersey, and arrive at 11 Center Place, FBI Newark headquarters, no later than 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Ask to see Agent Harold Miller. He will be expecting you. Upon his arrival, agents began questioning Jim about his research. After informing them of his interest in Nikola Tesla's work, Jim says, The agents looked at each other silently, then scribbled some additional notes, which were inserted into a file folder with my name on it. I later learned that once you become a person of interest, the FBI retains your file indefinitely, he said. Thankfully, Jim did not let this obvious scare tactic deter his research, and now, thanks to modern technological advancements and the tireless work of courageous men like Jim Murray, we can begin to understand the truly groundbreaking nature of Tesla's original work. The ramifications of the mass application of SERP's technology are nothing short of paradigm shifting. It's widely known that the energy variable is a primary factor in U.S. policies. The pursuit of energy is no doubt a catalyst for many of the decisions politicians regularly make. However, most Americans are only aware of the research efforts which involve the utilization of coal, petroleum, nuclear power, wind, and solar. These accepted avenues of exploration received over $5 billion in subsidies per year, while independent researchers like Jim are totally ignored. The positive environmental impact of radical technologies like SERPs also cannot be understated. While lawmakers continue to pay lip service to issues of global warming, this technology could drastically reduce carbon footprint of the entire planet, obviously. Mountaintop coal removal is destroying entire swaths of land. Oil sands developments are already slated to be the cause of up to the second fastest rate of deforestation, and hydraulic fracturing for oil and natural gas can require up to 15.8 million gallons of water per each well. In 2012, the total energy output from wind power alone in the U.S. surpassed 60 gigawatts, enough capacity to power nearly 15 million homes. While renewable energy sources such as wind, solar, and hydro have been widely criticized as being inefficient to meet the nation's energy demands, the obvious truth is that through the use of technologies like the SERPS device, we can more than meet our energy needs. As long as organizations exist that can legally ensure the suppression of emerging technologies, the best interests of the people will always run secondary to interests of those who have controlling ownership in traditional power systems, the same systems which ensure cash flow to the elite and continue to destroy our planet in the process. In addition to rediscovering Tesla's technological secrets, Jim is also dedicated to revealing those secrets for the benefit of everyone. While he has independently secured funding for his technology already, Jim is also trying to secure funding to publish a book which will explain to everyone how it is done. And this is on Collective Spark by Tesla Telegraph. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.